Yeah, the
All right,
lights.
the lights on?
Yeah, lights are green.
Rose Sanders, can you lead us off in a pledge of allegiance? So I'll look, it popped right up. Yesterday I had a conversation with Barbara Blass. We were obviously this morning in contract negotiations. I know the Open Space Committee is here. What I told Barbara Blass is true. This clause is being requested, covenant is being requested in the contract, so I can't really go any further than that, but it is a covenant along the lines of what you guys are looking at. And we are going to now release the contract in its draft form to the other parties. So stay tuned. All right, let's get started because we are woefully behind. Riverhead Country Fair, where's Tom? Tom, come on up. And who else is here with the Country Fair? Tom, come on up.
That's it.
Good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
Hey, Tom, how are you? Good to see you. How you doing, Julie? Good morning. John, how are you? Pleasure.
I'm afraid to close it. I don't know what happened.
They'll come right back up.
How do you get rid of that?
Hit that blue X up there.
What?
See that
This?
blue- No. Right,
This thing?
that one.
Balls.
No, you missed it. You overhit it.
Just call me John.
Hide now.
Oh, wait, I gotta do that.
Yeah,
That's
just
how I do
hit-
it.
hit-
I didn't
Hit
download it.
hide, over here.
No, I didn't download it. That's what it didn't do. All right, Tom, go ahead. There you go.
There you go.
Tom, what do we got? Riverhead Country Fair.
Riverhead
Love to
Country
have it.
Fair.
Can't wait for it.
October 8th this year.
What do we?
Town board, co-sponsor for the insurance end of it,
Okay.
as they did last year, and lifting the ban of the alcohol policy for the day of.
And you are going to use the same forms that Jill provided you,
Yes.
so you modified these for the
Modified them for
vendors?
this year.
Beautiful,
Correct.
thank you.
And have it for the vendor as well.
We look forward to having it. What's the issue, what are we doing for rain dates this year?
No rain date is marked clearly on all the applications for all the vendors as well.
Okay,
And,
and it's
Oh,
so,
one more, you got one more?
sure do.
and is it going to show no refund if there's?
Correct.
Okay, all right,
Yes.
so
It'll
it's
be
clear,
clearly
no
marked.
rain date, no refund.
Correct.
It's like paying your taxes. We taketh, but we don't giveth back. I had Tom in to discuss this because we wanted to get out early on it. Jim, do you, or liaison, anything you want to add to this?
No, I can tell you, well, actually, I sit on Townscape Committee, so I'd probably have to accuse myself on some of it, but, no, I can tell you the Country Fair was leading the way when it came to alcohol policy. I think it was the first event that the new alcohol policy took place, and
Correct.
and it went over really well with the bands and all that stuff, so, the wristbands and stuff, so, it's good.
Wow, we made you wait for a half hour, and I don't know that the 5-minute conversation.
I told them we'd have a 5-minute conversation with them, but
Anything else?
No, it's the same as we did last year. We're
Beautiful.
asking-
Did Rotary contact you? It was so, I had to go to a youth court thing on Tuesday. We had another thing, but did Rotary
I was there
contact you?
Tuesday night.
And see, here I'm your sponsor, and I had to go to youth court. See, I was at youth court, not Rotary. So that was good. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes.
Good. Well, hopefully they'll induct you soon.
I was at youth court too.
Yes. All right.
So,
Speech.
so it says that they're gonna file a 225 application filed by Townscape and a vendor license agreement. And it also refers to tip qualified servers, wristbands within designated described areas as the special event area. So you provide us with a map saying what the
The
special event area.
fairgrounds itself.
So the entire property
Fairground,
is going
correct.
to be, so people are going to be able to walk around with their
Correct.
cups.
No
There's
different than any other year.
Well,
It should be.
cause the Polish Town Fair, we had them do the beer gardens, so
I
you're
don't
not
think
gonna do
They did that. Did they do beer gardens at Polish Town Fair? I
No,
don't think
no,
they
no,
did.
last year they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No, the only thing growing there was.
The only thing they did that was the live on 25.
Right, that's
They
it,
talked
yeah.
about it for all
That
the
was
time,
it.
but they didn't do it.
Felicia from CAP, they provide us with all the signage that we put on the fairgrounds.
Yeah, we may have
Side
to
of the road
amend
with the
our
taps with no
alcohol
fenced-in
policy, because
area.
we're probably violating it, but
you
we'll
bought
have
your
a
beer.
conversation about
Okay.
that. All right, we good?
Exciting.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Thank
day
you.
this year.
Ten,
Yes.
8.
It's gonna be nice weather this year too, Tom.
Beautiful. Tom, thank you. Sorry, thank you for the
Nice-
waiting.
Nice job.
Okay, Suffolk County Farmland Acquisition, Jeff Murphy, and I think I saw Kathy Stark here. Where's Kathy? Kathy, you gonna come up?
No, I'm just here to listen.
Oh, okay. I don't know what this is. Jeff, come on up.
I was told the county would be here.
The county, what are we discussing?
The county is looking to buy the development rights off this property.
Off which property?
I will get that out for you.
What do they want us to do?
Yeah.
They want a letter, a resolution of support, probably.
I sent them a letter to that,
Is this the Jamesport property?
yes,
So what do they want? They want, we're gonna
I-
partner and,
don't know.
Kathy, come on up. Let me get somebody from the county here.
I think they, didn't they
It's the
request,
property that's adjacent,
didn't
across.
they request we develop it into,
Just the front.
yeah, just the front, into
It's
somewhere
cold in
where they
here, right?
can walk and,
No, I just.
yeah.
That's my direct.
All right, so
Oh, that's a Jubet property?
I know we
No,
had to do.
no, that's the one, no. Here is the glass greenhouse across the street from it,
Oh, there's a different parcel.
and here is the
Oh,
Sherwood
the
House.
Gableson property.
Oh,
Directly
is this
east.
the old
Oh.
Gableson farm?
Yeah.
Oh, this
So
is
the
in
county
Norfolk.
wants to buy it. What do they want from us?
Who? The county?
What's the county want from us?
A
We don't have any
resolution
money.
Saying that we
A
support it.
letter of support would be wonderful.
I submitted a letter last week at the,
So let's do a resolution of
You-
support.
Wait, you submitted a letter to the county saying that we support the acquisition. How many acres is it?
No.
it's not a letter of support, it's just saying how it's consistent with our zoning and master plan goals and policies.
How many acres?
Jamesport want us to buy that farm? All right, we want to buy that farm, so we'll do a resolution of support. We know, we ain't got no money in the kitty though.
We know that.
Okay.
The Farmland Committee meets May 18th.
How many acres is it?
It's, almost
I got it right here, hold on. It is
That's a nice acquisition.
37.6.
How many?
37.6.
And what's it currently zoned?
RLC in the front and RB 80 in the back. When I say in the front, it's about the front 500 feet off of Main Road,
Okay,
and the rest is RB 80.
okay.
We have, so we, you haven't ordered appraisals, this is planning steps.
Correct.
Okay, so Jamesport community will have to go out and speak to the, county committee in support, you're getting that, Jamesport, in support of that acquisition?
We're already
Send
talking.
Rex Far too. All right, so we have a standard resolution Anne Marie should have, or you should have, so just do that, put on for the next board
Yeah,
meeting.
we support it.
All right, so we need it for Tuesday. Beautiful.
Hey, that's two of them.
Thank
Take care of them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love you taking care of this.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Channel 22, Levy, as Siri calls you, Larry Levy.
I do want to thank you. I was listening to Channel 22 with the new cameras. And the voice is great. The voice is louder, and the new cameras are beautiful. So you did a good job.
Thank you. Well, it wasn't exactly me, but.
I haven't seen the new production yet.
Yeah, the new
Beautiful.
stuff that's on right now that's airing is nice and clear, the voices are up.
I guess I can't mumble anymore, I guess.
No, no,
And now I know when the green's on, you're live.
we're live.
Right,
Yep.
live.
Yep. So there'll be a lot of new programming now because we get to, before we only had, I think we had maybe 10 CD players that got down to 9, 8, 7, and we were only running on 4 at one point. So we could only put on 4 programs a day. I can put on as many programs a day that would fit within that 24 hours.
And it's not gonna cut off someone's testimony in the middle of it, cause it's not hour to hour?
No, it should not, no, so.
That might be by design, though, sometimes. You know.
And so on the off time, when it's not being shown, we'll have local weather will come up on it. There'll be some just news from around the world, just headlines.
Yeah, it's really cool. Have you seen it? It pops up like headline news.
Yeah.
And it will also have,
Can we do community event type stuff?
and we're trying to
If
get.
it's in
yes.
here, if it's in here,
Well,
because the cameras are here, right?
No, we'll have like our own.
Oh, you have a camera?
He's
No,
got that
no,
little GoPro thing.
Yeah, well, that we can do with the GoPro, so we
there's so many
can.
events that this town has that it's never really showcased to
I
that
love it
people
when
don't
we're
know.
talking at the
I mean,
same
those flash cars that go across, I mean, that's just, you guys that don't wanna take a nap, but if you have something entertaining like maybe the Polish Fair, the Country Fair, or the
Yes.
East End Arts, or the Mosaic, or all those things that go on,
Yep, well, we have the capability now to edit, so we can put that all together, we can edit it, we can make an actual program.
So we can edit out stuff that people say we don't like?
No,
We would never do that.
no. No, I'm
I
talking
just
about
wanna jump
editing
on
on events that we have, like the fairs and
I
stuff.
just wanna jump on something that you have a portable camera now? That
We
can
do.
take it?
We
Okay.
do, yep.
That Cablevision gave us.
No, we
No,
bought it
we
for
bought it.
$200, $300 or something like that, so we can film things. Because that camera we don't need that camera anymore.
No, that will be obsolete probably within
That
next
camera
week or
couldn't
two.
go anywhere, so when we ever had to film something, you couldn't do anything with it.
Yes, and that camera, actually, the record on the actual camera itself, that mechanism seems to not function,
Yeah, no, it's
so,
old.
Let me
yeah.
ask you a technical question.
Sure.
How do you get what you filmed off the camera onto the system?
We would just download it. So we download it onto the computer that's in that booth. It then takes that and makes it into a video file and puts it onto the actual switcher, which is our program out. And then all we do is just kind of drag it into the program and set it, and we go.
Who does that?
I do that. Emily will be doing that.
Is Emily back there now?
Emily is actually back in
Hi,
the
Emily.
booth. And I'll have a couple other people.
One of the things
working on that.
Larry's gonna try to do, we tried to get the Riverhead School District, their AV club, they probably don't have an AV club, but some kids to maybe do some of this. So Larry's gonna, once we get this down pat, reach out to the school district, or the Shoreham if Riverhead
I'll
doesn't
do
wanna do
you
it.
one better, even with kids. I know there's a lot of people out on the east end that go to the Connecticut school in Westbury. And
Okay.
probably part of that schooling, they're taught all this in school.
Yeah, this is taught.
So they could
state-of-the-art
probably come
stuff.
here and do some live stuff as part of, maybe extra credit for class.
We could have Zabby back, we could have the Zabby show.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
No, wait.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that is.
Zabby aerobics.
One of the pieces of programming that we're going to
My
air.
heart
What?
goes still.
One of the pieces of program that we're gonna air, I'm trying to get on for this coming week, is the 175th anniversary of this town, which was 50 years ago. So I have video of that.
225th,
You're
Larry.
50
No,
years
no, no,
behind.
the hun-
No, the old
Oh,
one.
from the
175th.
1967.
You have video?
You
I
have
have
video of
video
that, yeah.
from that with the parade and everything from 50 years
You
ago.
must
Wow.
have come from the bicentennial, I would think, right, from 79?
I don't,
Or 92, I mean?
I don't have that one. I only have the one, it's the 175th anniversary.
Wow. That's
I
pretty
think that would be a good thing.
Yep.
Because it could contrast what we're doing this year.
Yes, yep. So I just have to edit a little bit on that to make it an actual program instead of just the raw video
Okay.
on there. But otherwise, that's some of the programming. We'll also have some other educational programming going on. And so we're trying to expand it, make it a little bit more program-friendly, I guess, however you want to, say that. But
So when do we take out that camera that's staring at us, the old one? You could
This
just
week.
that's probably gonna come out within the next week or two. Once Jason, which is the person from Altice or Cablevision.
Oh, I thought maybe you called the equipment Jason.
No, Jason, he's been doing a great job here, hooking us up. What will happen is some of that equipment will go back there, so we have a backup, and then that camera will
Can we
come
just
out.
get rid of all that, or?
Oh, yeah, all that will come out. The
Okay.
whole thing, the video recorder and the audio will go back there, so we have
And
CD
we don't need the
backups.
TV anymore?
We don't need the TV.
Good.
Yeah.
That'd be
Thank
nice.
God. Yep.
All right,
That
good
will
job.
be open. Okay.
All right, good job, thank you.
Good
Very
job.
good,
Thank you very
And,
much, Larry.
That's
All
not
right,
gonna be your office
stormwater,
now. Your office is still in there.
now, stormwater by, let's try it by Rossini this time, I don't know. Come on, Drew. Who's gonna do it, Rossini or you?
We both are, but
You both.
Oh,
Ernesto pretty much
My money's on
the
Ernesto.
whole thing. He's the guy.
Wow, what you got there?
I got the goodies. Got the flag, I like the flag.
The goodies.
Homer's all-purpose.
all right.
You are not kidding.
Oh, pollution prevention awareness program.
Give you guys a copy of what we're handing out for all the children.
I shouldn't be insulted that you put that right in my,
Well, I wanted you to see what it looks like.
kidding.
It's part of our plan.
It doesn't matter, it's
to-
not the
No,
same
no,
camera.
no, yes.
Part of our
See, he
plan
can
to
put it
send
on
out
this
the
Yeah, he
camera.
can flip it.
See, he can flip it.
Oh, did you guys see the cameras with the little knob that he can flip from one
Yeah, you
screen
can
to
fade
the
in,
next?
fade out. Yeah, so I can't wait to,
But
I
you-
said to put it in the middle, so
I
you
can't
get
wait to
the-
play with it. I'm gonna play with it myself.
So tomorrow morning, we'll be going to the Roanoke School.
You have one more?
Yeah, you can have this. Here's that one, I'll give it to you. Same thing.
Thank you.
I can give you mine.
So tomorrow morning, we're gonna go to the Roanoke School. Lisa was able to give us a contact in the school, that's why we chose Roanoke. She's friends with one of the teachers there in 2nd grade. So we'll be presenting a 10-minute presentation to the school to the 2nd grade class, about how to prevent stormwater pollution. As part of our permit, we have to do public outreach and public education. So we'll do about a 10-minute presentation, talk to them a little bit about what not to do, what to do, and then we decided to do a little contest. So we're having them go home with their families and do some type of a positive impact on the environment project. So either a garden, a rain barrel, see what the kids come up with. We got a bunch of the local businesses to donate stuff. Home Depot donated. Yeah, Lisa's daughter and her, they made up the packet that you see there, some of it.
The coloring book?
The coloring
Which is
book
nice.
and the flyer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Lisa's daughter did the whole thing.
Each child's gonna go home tomorrow with a couple seed packets.
Oh, thank you.
Little
Okay.
box of crayons. So we're gonna go back on June 8th. We give them about a good month to go home and work on something. We bought a Kindle. We got Best Buy to give us a discounted Kindle. So that's the grand prize, along with each of the top 3 kids will get a bucket of tools and some more gardening stuff.
A bucket of tools.
Yeah.
Just a bucket of tools.
Yeah, it's got some garden tools in here,
Oh.
some soil, some
Cool.
little flowers,
And an American flag.
and an American flag. And
Now, where'd you get the tools from?
Home Depot donated.
Home Depot there? Wow, thank you.
It's really cool.
So Guy helped us. We got
Yeah, thank you very much.
This is great. Now, I think this is the first time, I know that we've had the Key Club doing some sort of water conservation and going green and all that. I don't know how much they do it anymore.
They do.
They do?
it period, yeah, they do it consistently.
Because I know Louise is there anyway. I haven't heard from her this year yet.
It's kinda hard for us to piggyback on them because we're not directly related to them, so this is
This is
huge.
great. No, this is a great initiative.
Yeah, we got our foot in the door this year with this class, but we're hoping to go to something a little more centralized, so we don't have to go to all the elementary schools. We can maybe go to one of
Now-
the schools in the district that has the entire district in it. So we'll go to one grade as opposed to going to
Did-
each little individual.
Did you have to go to the superintendent to get permission to do this in the schools? Most organizations who wanna come in and do something have to get her permission before you.
Of course
do.
we
I'm
did.
sure we did.
Okay.
The teacher,
All right, I'm
We
just,
talked
I'm
to the
just wondering.
teacher, and, you know,
teacher did
she-
all
she
that.
cleared it with the
Okay,
teacher
teach
did
it,
all that
okay,
for us.
okay.
A lot of problems is the curriculum.
Was this fourth grade you were targeting?
This stuff, but 2nd grade, I guess they.
we were actually,
wanna wear that
we'd like to
kind of
target 4th, 5th,
No, I
and
know
6th,
that.
but this is the first opportunity we've had to get into
I'll
a
put it over
school,
here so he
period.
has to wear it.
Right.
So,
Right.
I think this is gonna go great, and it'll give us avenues to move up to
I
the
know
higher.
in 5th and 6th you can do, they can do all of that. And
Yes.
You have like a
Yep,
And next year,
assembly
that's
period
our
where
goal.
everybody can come in one shot. You might have to do 2 programs because the 5th and 6th be separated, but
I have a rain garden
probably
upstate, but
easier to do.
it's called Weeds.
elementary, you got 4 separate schools, you never.
That's a
get
nice
that.
rain garden.
It is.
nationwide, they like, the
And
programs
they
like
eat
to
all that
target
water up
4th
when
and
the
5th
dampness.
and 6th grade. Just
have
because
the
they
rain
have
garden
more
on the
of a
riverfront.
rapport with their parents, well,
Oh, you think?
they're more understandable.
I know if I got something
Versus
there.
second
Yeah, we
grade.
gave them like a little bit of some flyers, give them an idea of some of the things they can do. So we tried to gear it to, you know, a diverse crowd. Some people, you know, may have less space than others to work in, or more resources or less resources. We gave them ideas and this way,
That's great.
just to get them out there and doing something positive for the environment.
Now, the class you
All right,
go to
good deal.
4th grade?
Second.
Second grade.
How many
80.
students do you have?
80.
80? Wow. So, I mean, you know, a Kindle's a real prize. They should,
Yeah, it's a nice little piece of equipment that we got
Well,
to get out.
all right.
thank
Good
you guys
news.
very much. Good luck.
Want to give any of this to the press?
We're on a,
guys wanna
this
see
is the
these
first
things?
time we've done this,
Yes,
so,
Can you-
I mean,
I have one package.
we're moving, you guys are moving forward.
Press.
There's a package for them too.
If you have any other ones, let them have it so they
This is
see
coming.
it.
Oh, yes. They do all bleed like this? Did all these things bleed? How come you're supposed to-
Yeah.
No, it's just
Jody,
coming
do you
out
need
like
that
that.
package so we can
That's
give
not
it to
the
the
way
press?
you
Because
give
we
them
don't have, we
You
don't
might
have
wanna
enough.
clean it up when you get them out, probably, right?
Ernesto,
All right. Yes, sir.
Did all those
Bleed
bleed
like
like that?
Yeah, because it's just the way that,
Paper was?
Before,
we'll have to do something different next year.
Looks
Maybe a
like-
little bit more time.
It looks good.
Guys, great job, thank you. I thought we
Thank
were
you.
gonna
Very good,
have the
guys.
MS4
Thank
program.
you. I'll get Bill Allen from the
MS4
Minuteman.
program.
That's what I said when I saw that. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
whoa. You didn't warn me.
All right, so, Greg, Brett, Jeff, rather, what do we got?
special event.
You're the applicant, you wanna come up? Oh, this
It's a
is kinda
special
cool, I
permit,
think.
yeah.
It really does.
Permit.
I'm not doing it though, because I don't wanna be,
You don't wanna get trapped?
I don't wanna be looking
They
not so
never
good.
let you out.
Oh, with the right accoutrements, I might not wanna leave. All right, how you doing? Sean Walter, Town Supervisor.
Tim Hubbard. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you, Jim? How are you, sir?
So what are we trying to do here? Well, they're gonna talk unless you wanna tell us.
Yeah, so what he's trying to do, he's trying to establish a special permit use in the downtown center one, DC one zoning district. What he's proposing is an escape room type business.
Love it.
Yeah, escape rooms are, if you're not familiar with them, basically what they are, you're kind of going with a group of people, you're kind of locked or trapped in a room. There's
Kinda
clues
like
and.
executive session.
Yeah, but there's clues. They
Yeah,
give you
so
clues,
there's clues-
and you
there's
have to
clues to
solve the
get
clues in
There is-
order
there
to
is
get
a-
out. We would still be in there.
I don't know what it is.
You answer all the questions in here, then you get to go home.
So what you'll have a group of people that are put into a room, and there's like props and stuff that's hidden throughout the room, and
miss
there,
a beat either,
there are
did we?
clues. You know, there's like hints. There's certain puzzles
Have you
that the
done one?
applicants. I have not, but some of my
And
friends
what,
have.
what's the ultimate, what do they have to do?
To get
You
out.
escape.
So you escape, and you'll look at these things. Like you'll go through here. This is clue number one. This coffee cup will indicate that you have to go and
There
read
might
that
be
book.
something written
Yeah, there might be
underneath
something
it
on it.
that-
Right.
And that you basically use these puzzles and use problem solving and critical thinking and kind of escape the room. They were modeled after there was a video game called Escape the Room where you kind of would go around and click stuff and it would lead you. So
My kids did it in Baltimore. They got out in
What?
10 seconds.
This is something for the
What
younger
building
generation.
is 128?
Next to
120. It was
120.
previously occupied, I believe, by the National Rental Service.
Yeah.
Couple
Right.
doors down from
Oh,
Griffin
okay,
Hardware.
yeah.
same-
West
same
of Griffin.
side
Across
of
the
road.
street from the Polish Deli?
Yes.
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 Okay,
Yeah. So right now it's a vacant storefront.
right.
He's proposing to go in there and establish this special permit use, which
That's great.
indoor recreation.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a
You know,
great
it's a
idea.
good use. You
I
get
think it's
people
a-
go in there
I
as
think so,
groups.
right?
They'll go down. They'll visit the restaurants. They'll visit the bars. You know.
Absolutely.
I think they were originally looking somewhere off Pulaski. I know they spoke with Brad. He kind of suggested the special permit in DC one just to
We love it.
drive
Yeah,
people
you
down.
must have a call for this, I mean.
Yeah, there is.
Ah,
It's
there
pretty
is?
popular.
Yeah.
The closest one to here is out in Ronkonkoma.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Good.
it's a good.
These new things, don't recall
that?
all these
It's-
new things that are
it's-
coming
Can you,
up.
can you explain how the room is set up?
The
Is
new
it one
games.
open room? Is it
How many rooms are you
partitioned
gonna
off?
have?
Is it?
It's basically, it's gonna be like every game, it will have 2 rooms.
Okay.
And.
Because you want more than one person at a time.
So you enter one room, you search for clues, you get to the second room, so it's kinda, you're halfway out. And then you search for more clues,
Right.
and you get out.
What happens if you don't get out?
Well,
You become an employee?
No, he becomes a loser.
Now, can I ask
Of
another
the
question?
game.
Okay, I mentioned, is this
You have to buy
one
the round
person
of
or a
beer, stand a
team?
crooked ladder
It could be a
afterwards.
Yeah,
team.
exactly.
It could be a team.
Yeah,
thinking
the
I
smallest
was definitely
group
before.
would be for 2 person.
Right.
And the largest, I would say, it could be like 6.
Okay,
So how many group games will you have going on?
Well, we're gonna start with 1, but we're gonna end up with 4.
Oh, good.
What's the time limit per game approximately?
1 hour, 60 minutes.
okay.
So if you get out in 10 seconds, then
Then you're a winner.
you're a winner. and-
Genius.
And you're really the winner because
they
you
get
get somebody
someone
else
else
right.
in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you be having any food or anything?
No.
Nothing
no,
like that. Okay.
no.
Just go in there and play the game and leave.
Yes.
No, and then go to Crooked Ladder or
That's
Griffin
right.
Hardware in
Yeah,
case
yeah.
you need a lock
Or
or
go there
something.
first and then try to do the game.
No,
Indoor
it's
recreation
strictly
facility.
recommended
Permit
go
in
solar.
DC one.
Now, the only, if
Right.
there, if there was an emergency, if there was like a fire in the building, what are
We
the
are-
safeguards to like? is there-
We're planning, we spoke to Jeff Zahn, the architect, and we're gonna build this area up to the codes. So the fire exits, the
He would
ramps.
have to go
and
through the
the
fire, he
stairs.
would have to go through fire. to get
Everything's
approved
gonna
by-
be-
So if
yeah.
somebody pulled a fire alarm, the door would unlock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So-
believe if there's a fire, I'm getting out. I don't care.
No way.
That's one of the clues, you have to figure out how to find a fire
Reservations
alarm to
is,
get out.
No, it's-
Planning have anything?
Well, I didn't really have any reservations, man. I think it's a good use of a vacant storefront. I said
I
it
do
attracts
too.
people to the downtown area within walking distance.
Fun.
And if you're good with it, we have a resolution to schedule for a public hearing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And obviously your
Sounds
games will
good.
change over time, so you can
Yes.
have repeat customers come back and the clues are different and, nice,
All good things happen in downtown Riverhead.
Yeah.
good.
We'll try.
All right, well,
All right.
so the town board meeting is at 2:00. I don't know what our schedule looks like for next Tuesday, is it? No, not
Well,
next.
Well,
It's just a
Tuesday.
resolution, it's just a
Yeah,
resolution to
yeah.
schedule it.
Yeah, I
So can
spoke
we get it
with
on for the second
It
board?
has to do with notice.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta do a
I'll-
public hearing and, post it.
Okay, so May 17th,
Maya?
7:15. You should
Yeah.
come, they'll give you some information,
Yeah,
because
come back on May 17th.
they have to
May
post it
17th.
too, don't they?
You gotta post
Yeah, and I
it.
spoke
Yeah,
with
we
Diane,
do
I'll
have to
speak
sign.
with
gotta
you
put it in
about
the
posting.
paper, right?
He needs to-
At the next meeting.
All right, good.
Meeting.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care, enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, best
Can
of
I-
luck to you.
Thank
Before we
you.
go to resolution,
Good luck.
can I bring up
Lovely
two
idea,
things?
thanks.
One I got this morning.
What do you got?
Okay, the safety committee.
Traffic safety?
Yeah, traffic
Wait, what can we
safety.
talk
They would
about?
like to have a resolution that we're asking the state of New York to, one of those CR9s to come down for South Jamesport Avenue. I guess the speed limit on South Jamesport Avenue is 40 miles an hour, and they will reduce it to 30 because people are speeding up South Jamesport Avenue to go to the beach and, stuff. So they just want us to put a resolution, so the chief can put one of those, requesting to the state to come down and look at the highway and see if we can change
It's
it.
fine with me.
Is that okay?
Okay with you guys?
That's
Okay,
me.
okay.
I thought
The
it
other
was.
thing is the
In 2
ambulance.
years- In 2 years, you might,
The
see
ambulance
it.
just bought a four-wheel drive, vehicle so they can go in the woods and stuff to get patients. But there's no protection for the operator or anybody in there for,
And they like
branches
to
hitting
cage
them.
over it,
So they
yeah.
wanna put, piping, over them to stop. The problem they have is that if the ambulance corps owned the vehicle, it would be under their insurance, which they have a $500 deductible, if anything happens to it.
This is like a quad they bought.
The quad,
Oh,
yeah.
ATV.
If
Yeah.
the town has it
Four-wheeler.
under the district,
Have to wear a helmet
we
anyway.
don't have insurance. We would have to get the whole thing fixed by ourselves.
We're self-insured.
So,
I'm not
and
sure
they
what-
would pay for the 7,000 out of their budget.
Why didn't they buy it with it?
You got me. But they bought two, now listen to this one. They bought two trailers. If you go past the ambulance one, you'll see two trailers up there. One higher than the other one.
For one vehicle?
One higher than the other one, because when they bought it, they put the low trailer. Now they wanna put these bars on it, so they have to use the higher trailer. So they're gonna use one trailer for disasters
When they run their own
and one to transport this vehicle. I thought they bought two of these vehicles, but they didn't. They only bought one. But they said if we transfer it to the ambulance corps, the ownership, they'll have the insurance and they'll put these bars on out of their budget.
I think that sounds like a plan. Let's talk to the town attorney offline. I don't wanna put him on the spot on
Yeah.
how to do that, because
Okay, all right.
this sounds like a comedy of errors.
Yes.
So now I forgot to say something. I told a couple of you guys, for the first time in probably a decade and a half, the town board actually ran a surplus last year in the general fund, $211,000.
Code enforcement.
We can't, we had, it was interesting because we had $1.1 million in revenues that didn't hit the mark, but we still saved $211,000.
Very good.
So it is a true fund balance. We have not had a true fund balance. I think when Bill and I were talking years ago, there was one year Supervisor Cardinale had a true fund balance, and that was when mortgage tax was like $4 million a year. We get like $1 million a year
Yeah.
now. I think that was the only year you had a true increase to fund balance. So we're on the right path, and I think this year, I would venture a guess, if we stick within our budget, we will probably put $500,000 in fund balance. But this is, I mean, that is everything, well, there's everything that you and I, Jody, ran on. It took a little while to
But
do
can
it,
I ask
but
you a question? Was this just one department, or was this a combination of all departments?
Combination of everything.
Okay, so the two things could have happened. We could have over budgeted, or.
No, we didn't
we
over
could-
budget.
Or we could have, we have to thank the department heads for keeping the budgets down.
You have some very
I don't know.
cheap,
Huh?
you have some very cheap we added staff during this time too. So we have some very cheap individuals signing vouchers, but we also merged the senior and rec department. That did give us a savings too, so it was good. So at some point, we'll brief the AUD. It's not 100% complete.
I have it on your desk to sign, then.
Oh, it is that complete. Okay,
Okay.
so
So-
congratulations, town board.
And congratulations to the department heads who kept their budgets low. Thank you.
All right, we
That's
ready?
who we have to thank.
Resolution 1.
What? You're not gonna thank me? I don't sign a
Well,
voucher.
you only,
I signed the vouchers.
did the budget. That's-
No, but
Huh?
there's, you
They're the
try
ones
to,
that manage the money.
try to get a voucher past me.
Oh, I don't know.
I did sign the rec one. that's a good one to sign, right?
Yeah.
All right, we ready?
Ready.
We're
What's
ready.
your-
Oh,
you're not
oh,
ready.
I'm not ready.
Why does yours look different than ours, Jody?
Cause I'm using Bill's, cause mine isn't uploading. He's gotta stand
This
out in
should-
the
this
lobby to
should-
get it to do it.
I guess start all over again.
There's something about it in this room. And like Sean said, it could be that
I have a
there's
lot of
so many
people are using that
plugged
same
into
router.
Wi-Fi right now that it might be a problem slowing it down.
Brad, did you have something to discuss that we missed?
Yeah, we're waiting for executive session.
Oh,
Be there in a minute.
How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of the things behind it?
You guys are gonna need a bigger building.
There you go. Okay, we're all set.
all right, Resolution 1, 2013, Millbrook Gables Playground Budget Adjustment.
This is for the, they couldn't put the swing set,
Right, they got the swing
right?
finally
They
for it.
have to put it someplace else, so it's gonna cost money.
$3,000 to put swings somewhere else?
They gotta put it, they can't put it where they plan to put it. It wouldn't have cost us any money. Now they have to put it someplace else.
No, I know,
In-
but why
in
would
there,
it cost more to just take it
I think
from
they
one
gotta make it a
location
little
to
bit bigger.
another?
Ray,
I think they gotta
Right.
make it a little bit bigger.
the Millbrook Gables 5-bar installation, is that what is that?
It's,
Budget transfer.
It's an upgrade from the regular chips, but it's below the safety.
Right, so that's their,
Okay.
It's the,
it's a rubber stuff, that's what it sounded like, so, and that's for the swing set?
Yeah.
Got
For the
it,
swing
so
set.
to put the rubber stuff under the swing set. Okay. Resolution 2 designates additional financial institution as official depositories. Bill's trying to shop our money around savings, not that we have a lot of savings, but, so there was another, we're gonna have a meeting, we're probably gonna take some of them away that haven't been competitive in the past, but we're adding, another one that seems to be competitive. What was that?
Bank United and the First National
Yeah,
Bank
so-
of Long Island.
What we'll do is, I'm putting them on there, and I'm having each of these banks, just for our idle money, I'm having them give us quotes on what they can, what return they'll give us on it. And at that point, if one of them starts coming in higher significantly, we would want to do that. I still have to come back to the board to say, I need to open an account with them, it would be a money market or savings account, and then we would do that. So maybe at that point, we look at, I think Citibank is on there, we haven't used them in a while, that's based on our investment policy.
And if we don't, and then so we'll
We can
take
always
ones
take one
out
out.
and put them on for the investment policy.
No.
This your bank with me, what did I tell, I think I told you I made 24% of my money last
We're
year.
gonna
Do
have to
we-
Thank you,
Go
Donald.
ahead.
Thank you. Are we gonna have to redo our resolution where we name Susquehanna National now that that's not in there?
Well, that's another thing. Their name has changed, so it's really the same thing. I'll talk to legal about when we do that. All the accounts just
I
automatically
think
moved
May
over,
6th
but
is when they take
May
official title.
8th, yeah.
May 8th.
So, I don't know that it matters for doing business for now, but I think maybe by the next board meeting, if we do,
Just
I'll find
amend
out
that
from the town.
resolution.
Yeah, if we need one by next board meeting, that's my question I was gonna ask you.
Oh.
You read my mind.
You might as well stay, because I'm sure there's other
Oh,
ones,
that's
okay.
crazy.
The next one is a general fund police budget adjustment. We're not going to take all the money out of automobile repairs. We're probably gonna split it between gas and automobile repairs. This was to pay for that boat, pump-out boat that we got the very large grant for. This, we have to come up with the match, and again, this will be switched, probably split it between gasoline and automotive repairs, because otherwise we've taken it all out of automotive repairs, we're gonna be dumping money back into automotive
Right.
repairs.
I get it.
Now,
So
why
we'll
is
have a boat, but
the,
we can't run it because we don't have any
pump out
gas.
board,
No, we always,
replace.
if gas stays
no,
low.
is it, the police
don't
department in
budget
charge
gas
of that?
Right.
We
Yeah.
budget a
Who's in
little
charge
higher
of that?
than,
Police
so we
department?
don't ever run out of money.
Bay Constable, yeah, police.
Okay,
If gas goes to $4 a gallon, then
Right.
that was my question.
a little jam. All right, WS4 accepts the retirement of wastewater treatment plant operator Warren Alexander. Thank you, Warren, for your service. I guess he's retiring. Resolution 5 accepts the retirement of a senior water treatment plant operator.
Ooh.
Michael Benedict,
Michael Benedict,
retiring.
yeah. Thank you, Michael, for your service.
He,
Yeah, he's retiring.
talking exactly, well,
Yeah, you know why.
I do know.
You do know.
WS6 appoints seasonal pump-out boat operator. Oh, we got Benjamin Schmidt.
Schmidt, oh. I guess he likes that.
You got no gas though.
Great job.
Running on methane.
Is it not working,
Well,
John?
he gets all the sun all day.
No, mine's not, but
No,
Right?
not always, sometimes it's rainy
Well-
days.
All right,
Take this
I
one,
just
I'll work on
restarted
this.
it.
Okay. I'm gonna get back going on this.
WS7 authorizes town clerk to publish and
Oh,
post a
we talked
notice
about
for a
this.
public hearing for a special permit for the escape room. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. We just discussed that.
That's the one we just took, right, yeah, okay.
Tresinkis.
The 10th at 7:10. Jeff, we said 7:15, just make sure he's here at 7 on the 10th. WS8 classifies Riverview Lofts, Georgica Green site plan and special permit application of Georgica Green Ventures LLC as a type 1 action, and refers the applications to involved agencies with a request for lead agency status, 221 East Main Street and 31 McDermott Avenue, Suffolk County tax map number 0600, 129, 1, lots 21 and 22. Because of the nature of having two of these large projects downtown, we have, if it were one project, we probably may not have to have issued the positive declaration. Am I saying this right? But because it's two projects,
We haven't gotten that far yet.
we haven't gotten that.
Right now, we're just doing the coordination letter.
Oh, so, okay, so this is just the coordination, and there's a potential that it will be listed as a pos deck. So, we're getting ready, it may or may not be, but it is because of the number of applicants downtown. And the same will probably happen for the other project, but they're not very far along in the process. They're, in fact, really, application is fairly lacking, I
Get a
think.
little dust on it, yep.
WS9, everybody all right with that?
Yep.
WS9 ratifies authorization of purchasing agent to attend the 2017 New York State Association of Municipal Purchasing Officials Annual Professional Development Conference. Marion went up to Albany. We good?
Yep.
2017 sets the salaries of the Recreation Department. So the jump up was from not like $9.10 an hour to $10 an hour. The reason Ray did that, we don't have to follow the minimum wage, but we're never gonna get people when everybody else is
I
paying.
want to talk to you about that. for a
Go ahead.
second, if that's all right. I'm gonna ask that we pull it because I'm just reviewing these and we're still early with this, but the Kelly did these and some of them are just not flowing the way they should be. So I just want to find out why certain ones are getting higher increases. The ones from 9 to 10, that's because of the minimum wage. Everything else we were gonna put up in uniform, but some of them are not. So if it's okay,
Should be
I'll just-
2%, that's what we
They're
were
all,
raising.
they're 2%, she revised
Plus or
that,
minus,
but
right.
if you go from 16 to 17, We did give some of like the summer rec aides a little bit more based on our research, but it just doesn't, I like them all to be uniform, the same percentage markups on all of them. So if it's all right, I'll pull it, redo it, and come see you about it.
Larry, you ready for that bait and switch with Ray?
Can I
No,
ask-
I'm actually doing it right.
Can I ask Ray one
Bill, you
question
ready?
while he's here?
Bill's on top of it.
No, the volunteers, the fire department and the ambulance corps,
Yeah, what about it?
we don't give them permits for automobiles on the beach?
We do.
We-
Based on the
Not free.
resolution you passed last year.
did.
Well,
we
they went down there and your department is saying that we did not pass a resolution.
When?
Th-
Because I just told them a couple weeks ago, because I wasn't given permission till I got permission.
We said at work session, said we're gonna do the same thing
I
as
was-
we did last
yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Larry
that's when I
Taylor
told
was
them.
complaining about it,
Who?
one of the firemen, the older
Yeah, when
fireman.
did he go though? This
went
week, I told him
probably
about
in March.
2 or 3 weeks ago that to start
Probably-
doing it.
Yeah,
probably
he
won't.
showed me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I can't just randomly say, go ahead. I want to get permission from you guys
Well,
first.
we didn't
Well,
pass a
it's not
resolution, did we?
Because then someone will come
We
after
passed
me.
the resolution last year, so
Last
we're
year?
just continuing it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know, so.
We take care of
All right, it's good. I'm
I'll
gonna
take care
pull
of
it and then
fire.
I'll put it in for the next, I'll come to work session if you want to go over it with you.
All right.
Other than that,
11.
we're good. Thank you.
Ratifies appointment of a call-in assistant recreation leader to the Recreation Department. Larry Williams.
What?
Is that Larry Williams' related son or something?
I don't know.
Anybody know? Is that Larry Williams you're appointing to the Recreation Department? Larry Williams on the rec committee son?
drive seniors to doctor's appointments and do Meals on Wheels and stuff.
Okay,
Nice.
that's his son.
No, it's
Yeah, Larry.
That's Larry?
Larry,
He
he's
retired.
retired.
I know, he
Larry
retired.
retired.
He said he wants to get out of his house.
Oh, my
so I said,
goodness.
all right, I'll give you a
And
job.
we're,
No
we're
campaign,
paying,
no campaigning
we're
on the
paying
way.
a whopping $11.30 an
He
hour.
said he would do it for free.
Oh, whoa, let's
Watch
bring
out.
that
But
resolution.
then he pulled that back.
Gonna be a look at a palm card. I
Bait
like
and
it.
switch again. WS 12 authorizes the town clerk to post and publish the attached notice to bidders for the removal of liquid sludge from the sewer district.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's fantastic.
Want to use that for fertilizer?
No, it gets
I don't even wanna
landfilled.
know.
It gets what?
It gets landfilled. They can't
gets
use it, they
landfilled?
can't use it,
Haven't got that far yet.
they can't really use it for much. It gets landfilled.
Fertilizer.
You probably, in other states, they probably do use it for like sod and
In
stuff,
other
but we don't
states,
use
that's
it.
the key word.
Well, there's only a couple states trying it.
All right, we're on
try it
WS
on.
13. You guys on WS
Yeah.
13?
Uh-huh.
Adopts a local law amending chapter 211 entitled Beaches and Recreation, the Riverhead Town
What
Code.
are we doing?
This is the one we went to public hearing on a long time ago.
The dogs on the
Dogs on
bathing
the-
beach.
Bathing
Right.
The
beaches.
walks on the beach.
We good?
Yep.
Yep.
Very well.
14, authorizes supervisor to execute an agreement with Allways Elevator, Inc. for the elevator maintenance and service at the George Young Community Center.
Well, I guess we have to do that. When we repair the elevator running.
It's the only elevator in town property, right?
I think so.
So far.
Same annex to, who did that Always one? No, it looks like Anne Marie, so I guess,
Dan McCormick.
did he? Okay. No, I see the agreement behind it.
Oh. I'm just looking at the equipment
Well, this
maintenance
is a long
contract.
agreement.
Attention, Dan McCormick.
Oops. You up to 15?
Yep.
Authorizes supervisor to execute an agreement authorizing the town to accept funds from the Suffolk County Office for the Aging for the purpose of supplementing the town's nutrition program for the elderly. We do that every year.
And it's
Always happy to have that.
$261,000, so I guess we better accept it.
Happy to have it while
That's
Steve's
right.
willing to give it. And there's the
Oh my
contract.
Shoot, it's pretty. Well, you attorneys in these contracts are.
Job
incredible.
security. Job security. On the county,
Go Control F and WS.
Yeah, I'm going F something, but it's not gonna be control.
I might have went past and not even know it.
I know, you gotta do that. I should do that Control F. Yeah, there's only 5 resolution, folks, but, you know, this
When
long
there's
county
50
contract.
pages between them.
All right, resolution 16 is the next one.
That might have went past 16, I think.
Do, Control F, like Jody said.
Right.
Do that.
Control F, WS 16, take you right there.
Do Control F.
And then in the little box, type in
Now, WS 16, yep.
Wait a minute, WS,
Okay.
yeah, don't work.
Hit enter.
Enter. Nope,
Oh, that was shift.
go ahead. Don't,
Oh, is that have to be capital?
No, it
No.
doesn't.
No?
Control F, WS 16.
He probably didn't download it, maybe.
Mine makes that noise.
Oh, yeah, you didn't download it.
I didn't download mine.
Oh, didn't download it, okay.
Just view it.
Keep
Wait.
scrolling.
Could download it.
Go ahead, I
What,
can
you
listen.
can't do it unless you download it, the WS
Right.
16?
Okay, go ahead. I can do this. I can listen. Go ahead.
Authorize town clerk to what?
16, authorizes town clerk to publish and post a public notice of public hearing to consider opposed local law for the amendment of chapter 289 entitled Vehicles and Traffic, Parking Regulations of the Riverhead Town Code, Parking Prohibited on Peconic Bay Boulevard. John, this must be one of yours.
This
Peconic
is the
Bay
one-
Boulevard South, beginning at the intersection of South Jamesport Avenue, Peconic Bay Boulevard, extending 200 feet past the entrance of South Jamesport Beach. Is that you?
This was
No.
to keep the cars out of the, this might have been through the
No,
recreation department, no?
this hasn't come through us. I don't know where this came
Peconic
from.
Bay Boulevard.
With the
Ray?
intersection of South
Are you
Jamesport
requesting no
Avenue.
parking on Peconic Bay Boulevard, east of the Jamesport Beach?
That was discussed in our meeting with Anne.
Where'd this come
Right.
up?
Because what's gonna happen is the cars that are just dropping off their boats,
Right,
is they're not gonna have a permit to park in the parking lot unless they pay for it. They're gonna park along Peconic Bay
Right.
Boulevard, and it's gonna be a mess. So that's why we suggested that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
But you're beginning at South
200
Jamesport
feet's not
Avenue.
that
You,
far, though.
you don't want them to park the vehicles on the road.
Park on the north side.
No, because the jam,
Where they have
trailers.
if people are making a left out of that parking
Oh,
lot,
yeah,
they're
that
gonna be
vacant little
blind,
piece of
they're gonna
land.
have a blind view of making a
Yep.
left.
Why are we only doing it on the south side and not at the north side?
That was a Sean Egan recommendation, just to do it on one side of the road.
All right, well, let's see how it is, and,
I think the other side is, you can't park anyway, I believe.
oh, maybe,
I'm
it-
not
I think
positive.
you're
There's
right
not a
too,
lot
I
of
think
roadway
it's
there,
posted
yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah.
so they'll walk to 300 feet. Well, let's see how it works.
Yeah.
Put it up. Resolution 17 adopts a local law to amend Chapter 289 entitled Vehicles and Traffic and Parking Regulations of the Riverhead Town Code, parking time limited 3 hours. I was not
This
part
is-
of this, I'll probably abstain.
This is the,
I'm abstaining
moving
also.
3 hours to 12 midnight.
That's just changing the time limit.
Are there 3 votes for this?
Yeah, it's just so residents
Yeah.
don't park there at 9.
I heard it was controversial, and I didn't read the transcript yet,
We
so.
had one person that lived at somewhere.
Jody can't vote.
She could vote on that.
No,
if
she
wanted
can't.
to.
She wasn't here at the meeting.
I
You
was at the
stepped
meeting, I
outside.
stepped out
You
because
stepped out.
You okay with it,
it
Tim?
definitely affects my.
I'm fine with it.
I'm
It's-
fine with it.
To me,
Yeah,
it's
pretty
common
much.
sense, I can't,
There you go.
That's
That's fine.
fine.
That's all we need.
Until they start paying their pile up.
WS 18 approves Chapter 255 application of Family Community Life Center Family Fun Day, Saturday, June 10th.
Is that at the church?
They're
Usually on the
fundraising.
riverfront, isn't it?
They're fundraising.
Oh, maybe
It's
it's not.
okay.
No, it's at the church.
Yeah, it's at the church, yeah, they did it last year too.
Okay. WS 19 approves Chapter 255 application of Halleckville Inc., Long Island Fleece and Fiber Fair.
Yep.
Come to Halleckville and get fleeced. 20, authorizes town clerk to publish and post a public notice for a public hearing to consider the amendment of Chapter 289 entitled Vehicles, Traffic, and Parking Regulations of the Riverhead Town Code.
This increases the fines.
There's a hearing, right?
Oh, is this the whole
Is it? We'll see.
thing to change all the fines?
yeah, this is to
To change
do the fines,
the
No,
parking
it takes-
tickets from
it
takes
100
one,
to
yeah.
50?
correct.
So your parking tickets will be reduced to $40 as opposed to $100, so you don't have the welcome to Riverhead just in case you accidentally park over the line. and then it's going to be, if there's a second conviction, $250, and then a third conviction within 18 months, $500, so.
This
Park
is
Lane Lane.
reducing it down, parking tickets down to $40?
Yes.
Down to 40 from
I thought it was gonna be down to
100.
50, I thought we cut it in half.
No, we decided on 40, and the thought process behind it is that people who receive a $40 ticket are more apt to pay the ticket without A, fighting it, or B, just throwing it in the garbage and walking away. So the thought process is we will actually collect more money in the long run with a $40 ticket instead of having to track somebody down and put manpower into doing that. And again, people fighting it, they're just gonna say, well, $40, all right, my fault, I'll pay it. So the $100 created a lot of people showing up over there, and a lot of tickets getting reduced drastically due to.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be either, but
Well,
anyway.
that's what's been happening, so $40 will be much more easy to,
Plus, there's a kicker in
I
there.
remember when Parker made the tickets for $3.
yeah, yeah.
If a fine is not paid within, turn dates of if the fine is not paid within.
How do we know there's a second conviction?
If
If
the
it's not marked, it's not,
The court does, we
Court
don't.
will.
yeah, we don't.
The court will know.
The court,
Oh, they will?
they take name everybody.
And then if the fine shall not be paid within 30 days from the date hereof, a late penalty equal to the original fine shall be added to the fine, so it doubles within 30 days. So you are picking the money up, and if
That's
you don't
the other
pay.
thing, to force the payment to be made.
And if you don't do it within 60 days, it will be doubled again. And 90 days, they'll add another $30 on it. So
Well,
it's not
I
like we're
think-
gonna lose money, but you're not getting, I've seen plenty of people that have not parked properly and got $100 tickets, and that's a lot, that's
one
not a
thing.
nice ticket.
But I think that the fine should be more if you're parking a handicap stall.
You wouldn't change
Well, that's
that.
separate.
That's 215.
Yeah, that's
The
not
handicap
changed.
wasn't
That's
changed.
two
That's just a
fifteen.
vehicle and traffic law.
Okay,
Yeah, we didn't change that.
okay.
We good with that public
500, I
hearing?
think it's 500 for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
21, authorize issuance of a letter by the supervisor to the Suffolk County Department of Health Services allowing the use of a Pine Barrens credit originating from property located in Riverhead, Farmingville Associates. I always love when we send these things out.
Westway Plaza.
Where
And
is this
we
property?
didn't discuss this.
No, they're taking Pine Barrens credits, 2.54 Pine Barrens credits and sending them to Brookhaven.
How much?
2.54. We don't have a lot of Pine Barrens credits left. I want to say it's under 60 in the town. We've been sending them left and right, Barbara, out of
They
town.
said they need
It's
a
great,
use
isn't
of-
it?
They said they need additional .49, it says.
Yeah, they do still have a significant, they probably have about 60 or, but,
And the taxes will go down on this property once the development rights have been taken off of it. So we'll just, I guess the rest of the taxpayers throughout the town will pick that up.
no, the taxes aren't gonna be affected by this.
When you take the development rights off of it?
This isn't, I don't think that's gonna change anything, because this is being taxed as a Pine Barrens lot, not per se, it's already, and I'm not an expert on it, but it's already being taxed the way it is. So you're not taking
No,
the,
I know,
it
but
doesn't,
it's-
doesn't have any
But
development
it's
rights.
just like,
Doesn't have any development rights, all it has is this certificate that you can send out, so it's not gonna affect the taxpayers of Riverhead. Am I
It's-
saying that wrong, Barbara?
no, cause it says, it doesn't say Pine Barrens certificate, it says Pine Barrens credit, and there's a lot of properties that are held in ownership with Pine Barrens credits on properties in Riverhead. So if it's in the core area of the Pine Barrens and they're selling it, that's one thing, but if it's just a residential lot, they can create a credit out of it if they say, I'm never gonna build it, and send it, it could be in the middle of my block.
No, it says Pine Barrens certificate, it gives the certificate number right there.
Yeah, well, they have the certificate in here too.
Yep. So this doesn't have any, I don't wanna say this doesn't
Okay.
have any value, but the property
It
didn't
does.
have any value once the Pine Barrens Act.
Why does it say
Should've said.
13.96 credits? Resolution 84 adopted on February 2nd, the board authorized the use of 13.96 credits on the Pine Barrens certificate.
Says prior consent of 13.96 credits.
Oh, this must be a big piece of property and they're just pulling the credits off.
Hmm.
Happy to see him go to Brookhaven.
I thought before these things are supposed to come up, we were supposed to discuss them at work session or something. I don't know, just,
We are discussing it at a
well,
work.
now, yeah, okay. Well, we have a,
Oh, you're not up that yet.
What are you
thought
at?
before we get this, I'm past that.
Oh, yeah, no, the
I-
Pine
I
Barrens, we do
understand.
the
There's
Pine
a
Barrens credits all the
certificate there,
time.
too.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
a
even have to do it
certificate.
by resolution, we just do it internally by resolution.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just do it internally by, it's just
Okay.
the way we do it. Did you do it that way, by resolution, Barbara? Yeah, I think we'd
If
set
you-
that up.
If you're transferring it from one school district to another school district, then the health department usually likes to see authorization from the town that you're taking the development rights
I
out of
think
the
Phil used
school
to just
district.
sign it. I think Phil just signed a letter, and I was more comfortable having the resolution
Okay.
done.
Anywho,
Right.
We
So
do it
that's
all
the
the
letter
time
to
now.
George. Yeah, no, we've done it. There's the certificates, resolution 22, closure of account in People's United Bank, Two Bears Capital Project. We're entitled to the sum of $60,000. And we're going to take that. This is part of what I would call, wasn't per se the concrete account, but it was something that we were entitled to a long, long, long time ago, and, you know, they're slowly going through these accounts, finding the money and.
it's almost 30 years
towns.
ago.
Yeah.
There's a typo in the first whereas.
There was
though,
$250,000
on the list, it says
in
Town
that.
Bears Builders.
This is actually wasn't even the concrete account, this was a separate account.
Yes, 500 per lot, yeah, right.
Two bears, I assume.
Is it, in the first whereas, it says Town Bears Builders, Inc.? Should it be Two Bears Builders, Inc.?
Two Bears, yes.
Okay.
Bill, did
Two
you do
bears
that one?
further down also.
Can you fix that? Okay, thank you. We good?
Good.
Ratifies the, 23, ratifies the extension of professional services agreement with Converged Technologies Group, CTG, for ongoing support services for network malware. I think a bunch of us signed this, so because it was on.
Yeah, it's going out for RFP, but for the
Or Is
meantime-
that what that, we're going to RFP for this?
Yes.
Yes, I
It's
knew
not
you were
ready
talking
to
about
do
it.
it yet.
They've been out of contract since January, so we're going month to month. And what we're trying to do is there's a couple of loose end contracts that we're trying to get one company to do all of them. It's just taking longer than we expected, so in the meantime now, we just wanted to get them signed up again. I think we have a 3-month this is, I'm not sure, I think it's 3 months. Just so that
Yes.
if we have anything in the meantime that's urgent, they answer our calls. So, hopefully in the meantime, we will get an RFP together and go out and consolidate some of these services, so we go to one person, not to 3 different consultants.
All right,
Is
good.
that the group that
Okay.
we met with TechWorks, that
One
we're
of
gonna put out
them-
an RFP and then they'll
Yeah.
respond to the RFP? Okay, good.
Okay. 24. Approve settlement with IPC Contracting Corp. and Family Farm Casualty. This is that settlement to fix the dark fiber that.
Yeah, they're gonna pay the whole amount.
Yep.
I think, they're only gonna pay part of it, now they're paying the whole amount.
Yeah, they're paying the whole amount for the damage they were done.
Yeah.
25, supports and endorses pursuit of Suffolk County Downtown Revitalization Round 15 funding for downtown Jamesport lights.
I was down Jamesport, those lights, the lights they got there are beautiful. I don't know, change it. The big globes, looks good.
I don't know why they want them changed, and there was some,
I guess 'cause they're not
we
dark-
went out and put one
they're not dark
test
sky
light out
compliant.
there, and Angela DeVito called about it, just to show what the new lights will look like, so we'll see if maybe people are gonna turn around and say we don't want them.
She's already saying that.
Yeah, well, that's why we put the test light out there, to see whether.
Careful what you ask for.
Yeah, WS 26, supports and endorses pursuit of Suffolk County Downtown Revitalization Round 15 funding for downtown parking lot.
Yeah.
Get some money for paving.
It was, I was gonna put it in for 90.
That's the full amount?
You know, the most they've ever given out was 104. I think Drew gave me an estimate.
Hey, Bill.
Entire parking lot down there was like 221. So we get the award. I'm going through the New York State funding. Maybe there's some funding we can match it with.
We'll do 90, 90's a nice number.
Yeah, so we'll just see if we can get that. Sometimes they knock it down depending on how many
It's the last one.
applications they get.
Okay.
And then I just have to get a separate resolution.
That would be for the area
Is that-
of the parking lot downtown that
Okay.
the town owns, it's not in the parking district.
Oh, so when I run into that, that's the last.
Like behind the
Oh.
Sweezies, that area there that's, needs some work done, because it had to be.
Some work?
It had to be non-parking lot, non-parking district parking.
I think we're done.
You may see a resolution that's not here because it was just discussed yesterday for the cardboard boat race. It looks like the date that they're looking at is August the 6th. It fits the tide schedule very nice. It'll be high tide at noontime. It
Oh, that's
seems to be,
good.
works around the Polish fair
Be out of
before that.
bunker season.
What's that?
We should be out of bunker season.
No bunker season, and it's, I believe we got the
Um,
Chamber of Commerce on board this year as well as bid, so it's got a lot of volunteers, which is good.
The bunker are back, by the way,
They're back?
with a vengeance. They're not in our river per se yet, but they're in the bay with a vengeance from what we've been told. So,
It's that time of year.
is Will Caldwell is fishing.
Yeah, but the fishing is great, they said, because they're eating the bunker, the fish.
I don't
That's
know
their
whether I'm
food.
supposed to turn this protection updates on or just close it.
No,
Not
you don't need
closed
to
it.
protect nothing there.
All right,
All
I
right,
make a
we get a
motion, we
motion to go
close
in-
the,
Chase the bunker and trap them.
work session and go into
Want to go
executive
into my
session
office, you wanna sit
for
in here?
personnel and litigation.
If I get in there fast enough to get that black bear, we can go here.
So
Where do you
moved.
guys wanna sit, back there or in my office?
I don't care.
I don't care where we sit.
We'll go sit back there, it's fine.
Okay.
We go back here?
Back
Yeah,
here.
we go back there.